Hello, you absolute legends. Welcome back to the channel. John here. We're in Dad's workshop with the Smart 450 ForTwo. It's day 2 of working on the suspension. Yesterday, we started what we thought was going to be an easy job of replacing a couple of shock absorbers. We had the front off and then discovered that we're going to put some new springs on it and the top mounts were no good. It's taken us 24 hours. We've had to wait for some parts to be delivered. Big shout out to AP Titan Motor Factors in Boston in Lincolnshire, who have not only done me a fantastic price on springs and top mounts, but also got me the parts for the next day. In this video then, hopefully we're going to finish the job. We're going to put the new shock absorbers on the car and fit the new top mounts and the springs. Hopefully by the end of this, the Smart will ride better and sit better. Morning.
Hello, matey.
How are you?
I'm blooming good, thank you.
We're going to put the springs and strut top mounts and shock absorbers back on the Smart ForTwo. But before we do that, I have been to the middle of Lidl and I have bought you a present.
Excellent.
Again, come with me. We're going to the van.
I hope it's not an edge cutter.
No, and it's not a plasma cutter either. I did look at those.
No, I don't want one of them.
They were 100 odd quid.
Don't need a plasma cutter.
I've actually got a few presents for you in my car. Some lin bins that a friend of mine has given me to give to you.
Good.
But also in pure John Coupland cars tradition, I've bought you something for working on my cars that I think that you'll like.
Is it a kitten again?
It's not a kitten. It's not a kitten.
What's happened here, Gromit?
Don't worry about that.
Is that a cat?
No, it's just where it's lack appealing. Right, here we go. So let me just zap the van. It's in the Royal Snail. Off you go. Open it up.
That's why we've got the van here, is it?
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, crikey, blimey, Charlie. That's good, isn't it?
It's the Parkside Car Creeper and Stall. I hope you like that.
By golly gosh.
There you are. A lot of people on the channel have been saying, doesn't Dad have a car creeper? Why doesn't Dad have a car creeper? Or Dad needs a stall for Pistons the Podcast. So for, I think, nearly 40 quid, you've got 2 in 1. And thanks to a very generous donation on the channel, that has been paid for by the good people on YouTube.
Oh, thank you, YouTube people.
Are you getting it out?
Jolly well am.
The car creeper inspector is here. Hello.
Hello, girl. Grandad.
What is that?
Yes. No, it's not. It's not edible.
So I thought I would give you that at the start of this video.
Smart, mate.
Lovely, good stuff.
I can sit on my stool to mend it.
I've got lin bins and all sorts in there for you as well. So we'll sort that out later on in the day.
Does she ride in the back on this?
No, she sits in the front.
Do you drive?
My companion.
Yes. One man and his dog.
Right, let's get this car finished.
Yes, yes.
We've got some Febby Bilstein top mounts to fit. Let's have a look at those. They're there. They are, you know, much of a muchness. They are just strut top mounts. But if you look at the old ones, you'll be able to see why we're replacing them because, well, they're absolutely no good. This is knackered. So
No good.
what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to just watch your head.
Yeah.
Oh, missed.
All my years in the motor trade, I've never heard a mechanic say, "Oh, these parts are no good." These are no good. These are no good. No, these are no good.
What do they say then?
I can't say it on the internet, but
If you want some Febby Bilstein top mounts, by the way, the part number is 44993. They were 7 quid each.
where's the springs, Gromit?
The springs are in here. APEC coil springs. But yeah, we're going to have a look, aren't we, and see if they're any different to the others. Because the others were no good.
Plastic vans.
We can reuse them.
Yeah. You can use them.
Let's have a look at them next to each other. Yeah, good, bad. Am I going to do it this time? Oh, missed again.
You're playing silly beggars. We don't want any playing in the garage.
I'll go in the bin.
The apprentices are messing about.
Oh.
They're not like bananas anyway.
They're not like the others, are they?
Yeah.
Although they are a little bit bent.
A little bit banana.
They are a little bit bent. So they were £17 each, the coil springs. Managed to get a good deal on that.
Them others was blooming. I'd like to think that these will be better.
They look like they're made of thicker metal unless the coating is thicker.
I think those others have sort of gone blur.
Yeah, and it sort of expanded.
I'm how do I put this? I'm a happier bunny for fitting some new ones anyway.
For the sake of 35 quid,
After what
I think it would be silly to not replace the springs.
you see,
See, they look thinner as well, don't they?
you see, let's have a feel. Boing, boing, boing. Boing, boing.
Not much of a difference?
It's hard to say, isn't it? I suppose an engineer could put some sort of device on it.
Strength.
Yeah, springometer.
Springometer. Well, anyway, the old springs are going to form part of our new podcast set, along with the old shock absorbers and cross arms. And the new ones are going to be fitted to the car.
I have got a plan. It's a two-man job, though.
What are you doing?
Come over here with your tape measure. Let's just try something.
Oh, I see. So you're going to compress them.
If I just,
Yeah.
if you measure to the
Yeah, to the base of that.
base of the weight,
25 centimetres.
all right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. "26 centimetres.
Right.
So not too much, is there?
It's not earth-shattering, is it?
No, it's not as if it's 30 centimetres. Okay. We'll soon find out, won't we? By the way, the grill has been painted. There it is,
grill.
looking good. Le Grill. Did you give that another blast over?
I'm not messing with leg.
Oh, so it's just as painted, is it?
It'll do.
Might need another coat, you know.
Ooh,
Let's have a
leg
look.
grill.
Might give that another coat. So things we're doing, we've got that in the vise. We've got a piece of wood in there to protect it. We've got the spring compressors here. We're going to put the springs on there.
What we're going to do, if this doesn't work, we're going to get out the contraption.
Oh.
But I'd prefer to do it with this.
Yes. The contraption is a bit over-engineered for smart cars. If you haven't watched the latest Peugeot 406 video, the contraption is a bone of contention for many people. Something you've made to compress your springs. I've heard that you've been recognised recently in town as the legend on the YouTube channel. Tell me about that.
Oh no, it's somebody that knows who I am anyway.
When I went to pick these springs and the top mounts up, the chap in there knew who you were.
Well, was that Dino?
No, it was Jamie. He says he used to work at Parkinson's doing the radios back in the 90s. He says he used to fix your radios.
Did he now?
On, is it West Street?
Good Lord. That's going back in time.
Yes.
And he recognised me?
He did, he recognised your name.
Oh, damn me. That means I've been in the motor trade too long, isn't it? But West Street's a long time ago. That's where Wix is now.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think to these sort of spring compressors, Peter? Terrible. That's all we had once upon a time, in days gone by, when men were bold. We'll be right. Can't be very exciting watching me winding this back. These are bloody useless. I'm going to get the contraption out in a minute.
Do you want me to hold that?
Yeah. So that bit's got to go on.
Yep. What's that? That's like a bump stop, isn't it?
That bit's got to go on.
Yep, what's that? That's like a plastic collet.
Yeah. That fits inside that bit there to hold that.
Yeah, that's like a, what's that?
That's the thing. The rest
That's
of
a
the
rubber thing. I'm guessing that prevents muck and stuff going in,
when we
doesn't
get
it?
it together, it sticks in there when it's been...
Yeah, that's your top mounty thing. Good.
Right.
So I'll help you hold that.
Good idea. Aha!
Ah, Le Spring. Oh, so you've got to fit it like that.
Looks like it.
Fair enough.
I might let you delete all this jollop and we'll get the contraption out in a minute. Are we ready?
Yep.
Not tightening it.
Show me, Amy. Yep.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Planning on buggering off here?
No.
How do I put this? I'm not too worried if it does bugger off, because it's not the toughest spring in the world. Alright.
Right.
It's starting to spin round.
Starting to buckle.
Yeah. There we go, I'll have a look at it. Yeah. You're going to finish up deleting this. Let's start again.
People criticised us on the contraption. Why not use some spring compressors? Maybe we're using them wrong, but they're not very good.
It's not.
Out comes the contraption, which I genuinely think is safer than them.
Here we go.
So this is the contraption. Again, don't necessarily try this at home. Certainly don't build one of these, but it's, in our opinion, safer and better than a couple of spring compressors. Just talk us through how it works. It compresses the spring, right? Good. Good chat. Contraption inspector.
Hello, baby. No. Right. Hey, Booty.
The way the contraption works is you've got a piece of angle iron at the bottom. You've got a lot of mounting options in the bottom here where the shock absorber can be mounted. These mole grips are sort of keeping it in place. There's other accessories that can be added, including this, which goes over wider shock absorbers. Then there's a piece of threaded bar in these tubes. This is 20mm. And again, other angle iron that sits on the top. And the spring can't go anywhere here. And then using a couple of spanners, you evenly compress the spring. It's something Dad created. See if it does the trick.
Okay, what's that?
Is the spring located at the bottom properly?
It is. Well, it will do when it gets some weight on it.
Yep.
Yeah, off you go.
Yeah. Oops, sorry.
Let me have a go now. Might modify the tool for the second go, but I don't really want to do.
What, as in cut a notch here so you can get your...
Yeah. I don't really want to cut a notch.
No. Because the spring's on now, isn't it?
Yeah, just want to make sure all the threads on. That's
You need to rip through the threads. So undo it now, yeah?
Indeed.
Yeah, I know.
It's all right.
It's all good, yeah?
Yeah.
There it is. We're modifying the tool. Tool is getting modified. So the tool has been modified so we can get that socket on there nice and safely compressed. How did that go?
Fine, mate. Easy peasy.
Went all right, didn't it? Better with the contraption. New top mounts on there. Obviously the bearing is all in there. Shock absorber and the spring. So that is one side all together. Now to do the next one. Excellent. Right.
Bump, stop, cone, boot, spring. Can't get it wrong. Look, that don't fit right.
Put it in the contraption.
Can't beat a good contraption. These seem to be stronger than the old ones.
What, the springs?
Yeah. There seems to be more length to them. I don't know.
That's good news.
There seem to be somehow. Why don't you spanner while I hold it?
Yep.
A long way to go yet though, Grumble.
Aye, no worries. I feel it's starting to be more resistant on this side, so tighten that down a bit.
Looking good.
Don't try this at home.
Perfectly.
Come to our house and do it instead.
Perfectly safe. Stop.
It's there. It's there.
Plug socket. Top tip. It's a plug socket. Give it a bit more crankaroonie, please.
Give it more.
Yeah, good. Go on, keep going. Keep going. Yeah, well, let's give you some exercise now. Work out.
Good job you modified your tool.
Made it easier, isn't it?
There it is.
Uncrank. The evolution of the contraption. Right, so we need to just tighten that up.
That's the second one back together, and actually that went quite easier than the last one. Now to put them back on the car.
So
You said something interesting when we was out there about them springs. Do you think they're better quality than the other ones?
I think so.
Yeah.
I really do.
Better material, better metal,
How do I?
thicker?
I am not a metallurgist. I am an old grease monkey.
But fingers crossed, they'll be much better. So now to refit the shock absorber.
Tell you what you're going to do soon. You're going to have to put that on your tripod because this is a two-man job.
Oh, let's do that. What do we need to do?
Hang that rubber on the top, mate.
Yep. Just to clarify, this way
This way, you can't get it wrong.
and that way.
You can't get it wrong.
Yep.
Is it in the right place?
Nope. Up you come towards the back of the car. That's perfect. Thank you very much. That's finger tight.
Right, and then that's got to go in that hole there. That fits there. That comes up and it's a stretch bolt. Put your hands underneath there and lift that up a bit, dude.
Ready?
Down a bit. That'll do for now, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yep. Let in.
Yeah, that's it.
They've been copper slipped up.
Top banana. Nothing's tight. Let's go do the other side.
Yep. Ready?
Down a bit.
If only I had a car crawler, I could have car crawled under here.
You'll find out when you've got a car crawler, when you're pulling on something, your crawler buggers off.
No, does it? Yeah. Is that no good for you then, the car crawler?
It's just a job, mate. Right, now we're cooking with gas.
That tight?
No, it's snipping up because it's squishing the components, so it's got to be tight. It's not just stop when it gets there. It's squishing stuff.
As you are a smart car aficionado, what is the hub bolt setting, please?
I was sat on the lavatory this morning at 5:30.
Researching it. What is it?
It's 120 Newton meters plus 90 degrees.
There we go. I'm guessing the plus 90 degrees is because it's a stretch bolt.
That's it. New stretch bolts required. But on FQ, whatever it is, he says we use them again. And if that's good enough for FQ, whatever his name is, it's good enough for me. Because they seem to know what they're doing. It's a bit tricky sometimes though, because on Evolution, torque for the front hub bolt, it says 120, but it doesn't clarify the fact that you've got to do this as well. It must do somewhere else in the writings, I suppose, but there's a chart.
What is that tool you're using?
It's an angle indicator. Tell me when I'm at 0 grommet.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Just tell me where I
keep
am.
Going. You're about 0. There you are. So that's all
That's
together.
tight.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Just got the top to do.
Good stuff.
The annoying thing is, you can't get your impact tool in there to give it a whiz.
No, it's got to be done by hand. So time to tighten this up. What's this bit called?
Thing, isn't it?
The bit at the top.
Yeah, a bit at the top.
Top mounting.
Tell you what we'll do though.
What's that?
Since I'm the next bloke who's probably going to have to take this off, we'll put some grease on it after we've got it all assembled.
Yep.
Some people would rather watch paint dry than somebody tightening a nut with a spanner.
So they're all back together. That is all back together. Shock absorber on there. All tight, new spring. And you can see all up in there, everything is looking good. You will notice that, well, it's a little bit rusty, surface rust, to be honest with you, on this side and on this arm and all here. While I'm here, while I've got it all in a state of sort of disrepair and dislocation, I am going to use some rust protection just to underseal it. I'm using this, which is Tetraseal Wax Oil Rust Proofing. I got it from Whole Foods. It was 35 quid for 5 litres. The last thing we want to do, however, is get that stuff on the brake discs and the brakes. So we're just masking that up with a bag and then we'll spray it on. So that's masked off there. I'm going to just wire brush in here, just on this side, just to clean it up, and then spray it on. Right, here we go. Let's spray this stuff on. It is literally just in an air gun attached to a pot. On an airline, we've got a regulator down here. All up in here.
At least this stuff dries, doesn't it?
It does, it dries lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so that's this side all done. Yeah, we've got it all on the plastic, but I'm not worried about that. I'd rather just get it on the metal. It's all under there, all round there. Nice and protected. Down to doing the other side, let's have a look. Looking good. This side was actually a lot worse than the other. There it goes. So that's done, and actually the disc is nice and clean. I haven't painted the calipers. I need to paint the calipers, but I'm not going to do it today. That will dry lovely, that will. At the moment it looks nice and sticky and gloopy, but it will dry absolutely matte and protect everything. Look at the that bottom arm there. Now that's much better than it was. For the sake of, I don't know, 10 minutes work, that certainly is something that was worth doing. Nice and protected in there. Time to put it back together then. Headlights to go in, that cover to go on, front bumper to go on, and its job's a good one, really.
We're not going to Mablethorpe, are we?
Not today.
Good.
Why do you ask?
Because your mum wants us to bring her some fish and chips back.
I can't be having fish and chips, not at the moment.
No. But you know what your mum's like. You need to sit to and clean this with a great love.
Clean the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs a good old clean.
Like you used to clean your Nissan Micra.
Well, it does need a good old clean, the poor little thing. Talking about poor little things, 2nd of June 2024 is the 40th anniversary show for the Toyota MR2 Mark 1.
Yeah.
That I am planning on attending.
Oh, good man.
Which means, well, I think you know what that means.
They fastened them lights on.
Not yet.
They plugged them in.
Yeah, I'm going to test them in a second.
Yeah, good man. That's a very clever idea.
So they go in there. That goes in there.
Can't fault you.
That goes in there. And that sits on there somehow. So I'll locate that one first.
Yeah, side and dip. That's indicate. Yeah, we've got everything at the moment, dude.
All the lights are working.
Well
Good news. Amazon Prime.
Is that coming here?
Are you waiting for an Amazon delivery?
Well, somebody's drop shipping to me. Hey?
Oh, so it was your delivery then that's arrived? What you got there?
Some of these.
Some quick grips.
I broke one the other day.
How much were they?
I can't remember. £13 something for the two.
But they were drop shipped.
They were drop shipped, yeah.
So you didn't buy them from Amazon?
I bought them from eBay,
And
but
they've
I
just
checked on Amazon, but there was dearer. I checked for the cheapest price on Amazon,
Yeah.
and the twin pack of these was dearer than what this drop shipper was charging me. So I reckon they've got their knickers in a twist somewhere.
All right. Good stuff.
Only the light duty ones, look.
Well, they're all right though, aren't they? Yeah. I like them quick grip, Irwin quick grips. Good. Let's put the front bumper on. I'm going to get the carpet down.
Yeah?
Roll out the grey carpet. I'm just going to clean that headlight.
Yeah?
I didn't bring me plastics though.
Again?
No, I forgot.
Again?
Yeah, I forgot again, yeah.
Forgot again?
Did forget again, yes.
Not to worry, eh?
Because Mrs. John Coupland took me to Lidl this morning.
I know. Look, you think yourself got off lightly.
Why's that?
I thought she wanted to take you somewhere else.
She wanted to take me to Meadowhall of all places.
Meadow hell.
Yeah. That's a bit of a trek
Meadow hell.
for a wander round, especially as
You don't need anything.
I don't need, well, yeah. She also wants to go to Costco,
Well, you don't need anything.
which would have seen me buy, I don't know, 17 tons of pistachios or something that I don't need.
You don't need any pistachios. You don't need any stuff.
If I was a squirrel, I could have
Stuff
eaten
is
pistachios.
bad news.
I tell you what I did see in Lidl today,
What's that, my old mate?
in the middle of Lidl, a plasma cutter.
Yes, I see they do them. It's bizarre, really, isn't it? That you can buy a plasma cutter at Lidl.
Would you have any use for a plasma cutter?
I would not. No.
What would you be cutting?
Metal with it.
Plasma.
I don't need a plasma cutter. That is one thing for sure. There's no
Comment
way
down
on-
below. Shall we get a plasma
Don't
cutter?
need a plasma cutter.
You can cut stuff then.
I know. I don't want to cut stuff.
Right.
Are we sure we've got everything on here?
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Now then.
Hang on 30 seconds.
Yeah. They need to go together, really.
Well, I'm going to just hold this while you put your indicator light on. Your lights are in the right place there, in the right place there. That's in there.
Funny old thing.
Well, there she is. What was on?
Funny old thing. Stupid thing is, it ain't a bad job really once that grill's out the way.
The grill?
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking, well mean. Leg grill.
Not tight.
Got to tell you something today.
Go ahead.
I've noticed since these last 2 mornings I've been biking to the gymnasium on your bike. Then I noticed that I'd got this click, click, click when I was pedalling. So I thought, oh, there must be some muck in the chain or something.
Yeah.
So I came home today and I carefully cleaned and all the chain mechanism and what have you.
Yeah.
Then lubricated it and put it all back together nice. And it still went click, click, click.
Yeah.
Do you know what it was?
Go on.
It was the cable that does the front sprocket, the big sprocket changer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was stuck out and it was clicking as every time the pedal went past it.
Oh.
Bums.
Not what you expected.
No. Click, click, click. It's good to get your bike out for a ride.
Right, now put the flags on.
Sails.
Yeah, sails.
You haven't been listening, have you? You've not been listening.
Aerial back on. Make sure it's nice and tight so you can never get it off again in any human's lifetime.
Do not do that because that's a problem you'll bring to Daddy.
Well, now to put the brand new painted grill on. Don't want to get it mucky.
Hey, check them fog lights.
Let's check the fog lights. Whew, fog lights.
Yeah. We've had that flipping front bumper on and off so many times.
We know what we're doing with that now. So the front end is back on apart from that grill. Get the grill on, get it jacked up, get it on the deck, get the wheels torqued up, and test drive.
Can I be a pedantic person?
Yes.
Can you just call it torque the wheels up?
Oh, it's not torqued. Torque the wheels up. Chat the wheels up.
Yeah. Sorry to be that person.
No, I'm glad you've told me right.
Because I did spot the bit about the alliums.
The what?
You don't take any note. If you did, because you replied to the bloke. We was talking about, is there any leaks, Dad? No, there's no brassicas of any sort.
Yes, that's true.
They're alliums. So next time you ask me, I shall say there are no alliums. And they'll know we've been listening.
New grill. Le grill. That looks better. Right, the front grille is in and you can see it's looking nice and shiny. Ignore the paintwork because, well, it needs a good old clean, as you can see. Yeah.
She's a bit grubby.
She's a bit grubby, but like she's trusty and we'll give her a good old clean when we get home. Right, let's get her on the floor.
Oh, you've got the grill in, Gromit?
Oh, the grill's in, mate.
Ah, cool.
It's won Best Smart Car Grill, Lincolnshire 2024. Are you ready to drop her down?
Nope. I'm rolling up the carpet. Roll up the carpet. Rolling up the carpet. Rolling up the carpet.
Here she goes. Touchdown. This is the moment of truth.
Yeah, booger.
Well.
I know, the handbrake's on, mate.
Oh, is it? Let me just take the handbrake off.
Yeah, booger.
That's a bit higher.
Oh, you might...
That sits a bit better.
Is it supposed to be as high as that?
Have we
It'll settle.
have we heightened our smart car?
No, it'll settle down a bit. It'll go down if you drive it in and out. It'll go down.
At the beginning of this project, I could barely get my hand between the tyre and the... it will settle down, as Dad says. So look at the other side. That sits a bit better.
Does, doesn't it?
Can't be bad. Well, all those people that said it looked too low at the front might have been right.
They jolly well were.
Handbrakes on, let's torque these wheels up.
Yeah, back
Is the torque wrench setting set?
Yeah, it should be 110 as far as I can see.
Yeah.
You weren't expecting it to be that high, was you, Gromit?
I was not, no. That might sit a bit better.
I think it'll ride better.
I wonder if that knock has gone.
No.
No?
The knock's at the back, I think.
There is a knock at the back.
We fitted new rear control arms. And sadly, I don't think...
But that knock disappears. Because you took me for a ride and it wasn't there.
I did.
The knock had gone. Don't worry, Gromit. It's overall the suspension. It'll go down after you've driven it. Trust me.
Let's take it out the garage. Bong. Well, it's actually sat like that at the moment. I can feel that the back is really low. You're going to take it up and down the drive. What are you listening out for, looking out for?
I'm making sure I don't run over the cat.
I very nearly ran over our very elderly cat today, bless her. 20 years old and nearly got ran over by the snail van.
Well, you've got a smile on your face.
I feel like I'm looking at the scars.
Yeah, it tilts backwards.
What do you reckon to that?
I bet it rides a bit different.
Well, let's take it for a test drive.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it then. New suspension on the front of the Smart 450, purple Smart, and I could probably nearly have a party between the archway now and the tyre. It will settle down, it will, I'm guarantee you of that. But considering I've had the car 7 years and all it needed to sit right was new suspension, why did it take so long? 100 quid it's cost us all in, including the shock absorbers, the springs, the top mounts and the twiddly bits, the sundries. We're going to take the car for a test drive. It sits like that now. We are going to have to do the back, I think. New shock absorbers and springs for the rear. But again, I don't begrudge spending the money on the car. Yes, it needs a clean, but I am going to get there. I'll let you know how it goes in a future video, ride, etc. because I genuinely think that's going to have made the world of difference to this car. And it has always been a bit hard, a bit boingy, a bit ugh. Did all it need was new shock absorbers and proper springs? Considering we replaced the springs 6 months ago and it didn't do anything, maybe it was those shock absorbers that were no good. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, thumbs up please. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. Loads of stuff to come, including Pistons, the podcast, later on this week. Whatever you're getting up to, wherever you are in the world, thanks for watching. Goodbye. If you've enjoyed this video, I've selected a few more specially for you on this page. Click either side to select them now. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button to always stay up to date with the channel.